What is happening, everybody? It is Friday. It is November the 12th, 11 a.m., 11:02 on the clock. Your pal Hal with you here on the back channel. And I'm going to be with you for the next 2 hours. We're going to be talking. We're going to be having fun. We might just have the time of our sweet young lives. And whatever you're doing, join us, have the fun with us, okay? You can participate, you can talk to us, and you can just sit back and listen. And we're here every day, 5 days a week, every weekday from 11 a.m. on the West Coast to 1 p.m. and on the East Coast, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And I am excited to hang out with you here on the back channel. If you would like to participate in today's show, here's what you do. Go ahead and address your device. I'm not going to say your device's name because from what I was told, that will either summon a demon or get your device to act up. But talk to your device, then use the word say, and then bam, drop whatever you want in there. Will is already in action. Will, hello to you, Will. And Will is coming to us from California. We got some folks in California. We got a Will from Nebraska. Oh, we got double Will, twice as nice. We got Gio from Delaware in the house. Several states representing today. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. So again, you can go ahead and let us know anything that's on your mind or participate in some of the back and forths that we're going to have going on here. What do you got going on this weekend? Then you say to your device, you get your device's attention, and then say, I will be home eating soup. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to judge. Or say, Hal, I would like to hang out with you this weekend. And I don't know if that's possible. I will miss you though. And say whatever you like. Thank you for hanging here with me, your pal Hal. And with me, as per usual, my trusty producer, Travis. Producer Travis, can we get a little face reveal there? Oh, producer Travis in the dark. Travis, are you with me, pal? All right, we cannot see Travis, but maybe Travis is a little shy today. Or is Travis actually invisible? That would be moderately frightening, but also very intriguing if producer Travis was invisible. You know, like the 2019 or 2020 film Invisible Man, or the classic character Invisible Man. Here's a fun fact, by the way. Before the pandemic hit, I believe that Elizabeth Moss, Blumhouse, Invisible Man was the last film that I saw before the world more or less closed down. Let me throw out a question to you. What was the last big thing you did before lockdown where you're like, oh, I guess that's it for a while? I did a comedy show. I performed in a comedy show right before the lockdown hit. And do you remember that fateful night in March 2020 when we all found out that America's Dad, aka Tom Hanks, and the wonderful Rita Wilson both had COVID? They were in Australia, and the NBA had that crazy situation with they stopped the game, and they were like, "Yeah, COVID, it's real, it's here, we got to deal with it." And then the world shut down. Do you remember that night? That was crazy. I left that night to go do a comedy show, and my wife was acting like I was on The Walking Dead and leaving to go get supplies. Like I was going to be fighting walkers, I was going to be fighting zombies, I was going to be out there dealing with the elements. Do you remember what, like, the last big thing you did before you kind of hunkered down for lockdown? Or were you just like, screw it, I'm going to super spreader events, I am not locking down? Did you just say screw the lockdown? Me, I locked down. Oh, big time. I I locked it. I didn't leave except to walk the dogs and to go to the liquor store once in a while. Listen, habits changed. This was very unfamiliar territory. Coping mechanisms, dealing with it. My alcohol consumption has leveled off, okay, but there was like a 2 week, 3 week, 4 week. Okay, I don't want to impugn myself too much, but there was a short time during the lockdown where every night was a party, because it's like, I guess we're like, this is free time. Welcome to just this, like, every night being a slumber party. So yeah, my wife and I had a little too much fun in that beginning phase. Lots of board games. We're playing Heads Up. You have that game on your phone, and we discovered we were doing some themed nights, uh, like food wise, and we our Mexican food theme nights, where we pick up Mexican food or make Mexican food here. We discovered a delicious concoction that we still drink to this day, known as the kombucha Rita. The kombucha Rita. Yeah, that's the California healthy version of a margarita. And it was kombucha, and pick your favorite flavor of kombucha, and then tequila. Add ice. If you want to salt the glass, we didn't go that far. But kombucha Ritas are now in the rotation. Every now and again, we'll be like, hey, you want to do some Mexican food tonight? Yeah, kombucha Ritas. Oh, you know this. Did you pick up any new habits during the pandemic, good or bad? Kombucha Rita, a little too much of it, maybe bad, but now it's good. Kombucha Ritas in moderation, chef's kiss. Thank you for hanging out right here on the back channel with me, Hal Rudnick, aka your pal Hal. You are my pal, and I want to hear from you. Again, address your device, use the word say, and talk to us. And talk to me about your pandemic picadillos, your pandemic habits. Hal, you can say Hal, I stopped bathing during the pandemic. If you want to go TMI, I'll absolutely accept it. Travis, our trusty producer, are you present? Are you in the house, Travis? There you
I
go.
should be.
Yes. Didn't see you earlier. We had a momentary kerfuffle there.
Mm.
Travis, did you pick up any brand new habits during the pandemic? Anything good? Anything bad? Any hobbies? Did you refine any skills? Did you become a master carpenter? Did you learn how to whittle?
No, but I really attempted to. On the subject of carpentry, the place that I live in, there is a garage
Yeah,
space that I work out of. And before we moved into this house, funny enough, the roommates that I have, we all lived in the house next door.
right.
And as we were negotiating to move into this place with the landlord of the house we're in now, he gave us a tour, and he was like, yeah, so the garage, part of the reason we got to know the guy was, this is becoming a long story, he was having a problem with squatters, and he asked us to keep an eye out for squatters in the house. And
Squatters
one
in
of
how big is
yeah,
this house that you have squatters?
not it's like a single family home in a decent neighborhood ish. Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's just the minor outlying islands of the Los Angeles International Airport. Anyways, evidence of these squatters was found in this garage space. There were just holes in the walls that had been made. So one of my
for them
pandemic,
to hide stuff, or holes big enough where people could go in there?
just holes the way that someone would do it for fun, I guess.
Just okay, like, I'm gonna hide my drug stash in a hole, or human-sized hole? Like, I don't understand.
It seems
Oh,
that's the
or
That's a great question. I haven't yet figured out what the holes were for initially. It wasn't so much
Okay,
like I'm going to cut a hole. It was more, I'm going to hit the wall, and then whatever happens, happens.
gotcha.
It,
Interesting.
so over the pandemic, I said, I'm going to fix the walls. And I got as far as cutting these sort of busted in, like it looked like if someone accidentally knocks a hole in the drywall, but just the size of someone leaning into it. Um, I got about as far as cutting them into measured rectangles.
Right?
So now I have, instead of, well, they're holes, but now they're a bunch of rectangle holes with measurements drawn around them.
Okay, that's progress. That's what I call that, Travis.
Thank you. Also made some
Absolutely.
also made some drinks near the end of it. That was the late stage hobby, was that amateur bartending kick.
Oh yeah, mixology. Travis, what's the best concoction you figured out there?
Sours. I got
Give,
really into
gi-
sours, which is
okay.
for those unaware, it's the style of drink where you separate an egg yolk and egg white, and you put the egg white in, you shake it up, makes the big foam, and it's very good.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. See, I just learned something here today. Maybe you know what? I still need to make a Negroni. I've
Ooh.
seen some cool videos of people making this little drink called a Negroni, and I know you need Campari and some other stuff. We got it downstairs because my wife had it before we got together. I need to, you know what? Maybe on my list, I'm gonna need to make a sour now and a Negroni. Thank you for giving me something to drink potentially this weekend, Travis.
Can't wait to hear about it.
And oh yeah. Did you pick up any new hobbies during the pandemic? I want to know. Let us know. You can talk to us by addressing your device and using the word say, and then again, say how I learned how to build giant sailing ships over the course of the pandemic, or say how I learned how to train velociraptors like Chris Pratt in Jurassic World, or whatever you like. Also, brand new feature. Welcome to the party. You can go to backchannel.tv. So if you are on your computer and you're listening to us and you don't have a device where you can see us, go to backchannel.tv and you can participate in the chat. We'll be there. All of your pals, including Hal from Backchannel, will be there if you go to backchannel.tv. And now, without further ado, let's see what's going on in the world with some trending topics. Twitter trends, trending topics, Twitter topics. It is topical on Twitter right now. Oh, so here's one that I saw earlier today, Travis, that trending on Twitter. If you can find this Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi news, we have some cool. So you may or may not know Ewan McGregor, aka Obi-Wan Kenobi, from the prequels, the Star Wars prequels, episodes 1 through 3, is going to have a show on Disney Plus. Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's going to be the Obi Shobi on Disney Plus. And apparently, Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to have some clashes with his old friend Anakin. And there was some footage of the lightsaber battle between. Oh yeah, here's some footage right there. There's Ewan McGregor talking. Lucasfilm. Let's play. You can play this trailer. We'll look and talk as it's playing right here on Twitter. Give some commentary. Yeah, is there a way we can fast forward and find that lightsaber battle? I just want to see that moment. Okay, there's a giant ship, classic Empire stuff. There's Ewan McGregor talking. So he's like giving his own director's commentary on this trailer. That looks like maybe one of his young proteges or something in the show. Okay, pretty Star Warsy, pretty Star Warsy. But are we going to see? Oh, okay. Oh, that is a Sith looking mother if ever I saw one. There. Oh, snap. Yes, there it is. Okay, I am here for it. Thank you. Thank you, Travis. Okay, that is some cool stuff. And maybe we'll learn what caused Obi-Wan Kenobi to like tuck his tail between his legs and go hide in the desert for like decades. Like isn't Obi-Wan Kenobi a, and Yoda? Okay, Star Wars hot take time. Aren't Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Yoda a bunch of cowards who just go hide places when when the battle when things get too hot, when the battle's over? Because like Yoda hidden in a swamp in Dagobah while the Empire reigned. Obi-Wan Kenobi hidden on a desert planet while the Empire reigned. Uh, Luke hidden on a little island while the new Empire with Kylo Ren reigned. What is up with that? The Jedis are fraidy cats. Come at me. Please at me. Okay? At Hal Rudnick on Twitter. Or say, Hal, how dare you sully the name of the Jedi? Listen, I think I'm Team Sith. I think I'm a little too I might be a little too emo, maybe slightly goth. Definitely I'm past like my darkest goth phase. Oh, even though I have bats on my shirt. Bronson Canyon in Los Angeles, home of the original Bat Cave from the Batman TV show. But do you agree or disagree that the Jedi are a lousy bunch of cowards in Star Wars? Let us know. Again, address your device. Say device and then the word say. Say is the word that pays. Say is the magic word. Device, say the Jedis, my parents are Jedis. And then I'll say, wow, so is your name Rey Skywalker, aka Daisy Ridley? Let me know what you think about that. Travis, let's see what else is trending. But I am looking forward to seeing that clash of lightsabers on Disney Plus, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. All right, so we got some new Tay-Tay. You got any Swifties out there? Taylor Swift is re-recording, remastering much of her music, and she dropped a new one. Yeah, Taylor Swift's Red worldwide. She continues to re-record her albums there. So, hey, Travis, are you a Swiftie? You a Swiftie? Or are you Team Katy Perry? Are you a little monster for Lady Gaga? What's your deal?
If I had to tier them, it'd probably be. I've listened to the most Taylor because, as a music teacher, that's just what a lot of 11-year-old girls want to play, and that's great.
Gotcha. Yep.
And then for music, Lady Gaga probably slots beneath that. Like her stuff probably the most, and then Katy Perry, I could kind of take or leave for the most part. Nothing
Sure.
against it, though.
See, I used to be Katy Perry, Team Katy, over Taylor Swift, but I feel like Taylor Swift has matured, and like she's not afraid to talk to us about her political beliefs now. It seems like her heart is in the right place, and it seems like Katy Perry has just like become like just consumed with celebrity that much more than Taylor Swift, even though like yeah, Taylor Swift is a mega celebrity who's all about Taylor Swift, but still I used to be more Katy. Now I'm more Taylor. I'll put Gaga above both though, because I really enjoy. I am a fan of A Star Is Born. I am far from the shallows now. I am far from being shallow Hal. I am your pal Hal. And I'm very much looking forward to House of Gucci, the new film that Lady Gaga is in, directed by Ridley Scott. So I like this acting turn by Lady Gaga. I am
Yeah.
absolutely feeling it. Yeah. So I go Gaga, Swift, Katie. So I'm just flipping the top two spots
Mm-hmm.
with
I
you
feel it.
there for our official pop diva rank. Oh, but if you got to go, what about the Bayhive? Okay, so now, like, put Beyonce in there. I might go
That's
Gaga, Beyonce, Swift, or I mean Beyonce. Though her Super Bowl halftime shows
mm.
so good.
There
Uh,
is a performance. It's almost impossible to find now. You have to find it on like a southeastern YouTube adjacent website of
right.
Beyonce performing "Single Ladies" on Saturday Night Live in
Mm-hmm.
2007, I think. It's one of the
Okay.
best, it's easily one of the best SNL performances I've seen. But one of the like, it's just incredible. It's
Right.
so good. I recommend everybody to see if they can link to the darknet or whatever it is and find that
Yeah.
video.
Oh, damn. Well, it's. I wonder if it's out there because there've been. It's been. We're in a golden age of people releasing these clips of celebrities introducing bands. It kind of started off there was because we're Friday, so Friday is the perfect time for Daniel Craig turning and saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend." Or let me do a British accent. Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
And it's the way his arms, it's the weekend. His arms fall to his sides.
Yes. And now we're in like a golden age. There's some really, oh man, there were some good ones I saw the other day. Uh, Doggone it. Uh,
There is a Twitter account now that is, from what I understand, just is that what it is? Let's see if I can pull it up here.
oh, there was a good one with Patrick Stewart. I forget who Sir Patrick Stewart was. What was introducing, but it was like, ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters or something
It's
like that, and it was just
Salt and Pepper, and
salt and pepper.
that became a pretty
Yes,
a pretty popular John Mulaney bit for a minute.
yes. Oh, amazing, amazing. John Mulaney, father to be. Uh,
Truly.
uh, I love love, and I will. Oh my goodness. So SNL hosts introducing the musical guests. So Adrian Brody. Can we talk about Adrian Brody for a second,
Oy,
Travis?
I would love nothing
You can
more.
see that Twitter banner right there. Yes, thank you for punching in on that. Adrian Brody introduced Sean Paul, the reggae style rapper who, among many hits, he had "Just Give Me the Light" and "Pass the Bowl." Yeah, Sean Paul. Adrian Brody went full Chet Hanks before Chet Hanks. He went, a step further than Adele. Adele used her own hair to tie it in knots to a more traditional, like Jamaican hairstyle. Adrian Brody put on a Rasta wig and went full cultural appropriation. It was the clip. It speaks for itself. It is way too much, and I also it pains me a little bit because we're in the midst of sort of an Adrian Brody assance. As you know, we had the Matthew McConaughey, the McConaissance, when he won an Oscar for Dallas Buyers Club, when he was in True Detective, etc. Adrian Brody just showed up on Succession. If you're not watching Succession, get it together. And he's going to star as Pat Riley in the upcoming Lakers show on HBO. And so Adrian Brody, because he's been kind of a little bit dormant for a second here, and yeah, that is yeah, not his finest hour doing that right there. All right, Travis, let's keep it moving as far as Twitter trending topics here. Oh, can you find this? There was an article and some chit chat about how to quit your job, and we're seeing the maybe are workers rising up here? Are people having that much more say in what they're doing? I saw a good tweet the other day. For 50 years, people have been super thankful for to have their jobs. Now, maybe we will come to a place where employers need to be that much more thankful to have these employees. So. I'm wondering, have you out there ever quit a job in like burning a bridge or in combustible fashion? Have you, have you, have you ever just like just done a big Tom Cruise and Jerry Maguire moment? If you remember that, like I'm leaving, who's coming with me? I mean, that would be pretty epic. But uh, let's let's check this out. How to quit your job. If someone was to quit their job, and your pal Hal right here giving you some strong job advice. And if you would like to tell us how you quit your job, let us know. Just talk to your device and use the word "say," and then you can do as follows. Say, I no called, no showed. A no call, no show. Yeah, that's sorry. That doesn't fly. Or I burned down my place of business, so I never had to go back there. I hope you didn't do that. I hope. Listen. I have. I don't ask for a lot, but I hope you're not an arsonist. Okay, how to quit your job without burning bridges and ruining your reputation, according to three employment experts, is this trending article on Twitter. And if you're planning on staying in the same industry, you're probably going to meet the same people again. That's good advice. Be prepared to be asked why you're leaving and be as honest as feels comfortable without getting negative because it feels good to blow off steam. That's a tough one because sometimes you just want to say, you never respected me. You never respected the work. You didn't say thank you. Also, I asked for mustard in the break room. There was only ever ketchup. Sometimes you want to get it off your chest. It's important to remember that change can initially feel unsettling for your remaining colleagues. Okay. Do you need to consider your other colleagues when you're quitting your job? Interesting. I mean, listen, like maybe definitely if you're like, the person you're sharing a cubicle with, you're going to be like, uh, hey, Derek, yeah, I'm out. I'm 86ing this place. Nah, I'm going to bounce. What am I saying? I'm quitting my job, Derek. And I'm going to miss you because you've been a solid cubicle mate. Or is it that chance? Do you quit your job and then do you also tell off the crappy cubicle mate? Do you say, yeah, by the way, this has been the opposite of a pleasure sharing this space with you. You suck. You cook fish in the microwave in the break room. That's a work no-no. Cannot cook fish in the break room. But we're almost a lot of people. Listen, I know not everyone's in an office. Some people are out there driving around doing deliveries. Are you at work right now? Are you at home? Are you working from home right now and hanging with the back channel? I like it. I love it. Once more of it. Please tell us what's happening with you. Either talk to your device, use the magic word say, or go to backchannel.tv and let us know. Hey, Travis, have you ever quit a job in bombastic fashion, or just or quit a job in just a memorable way?
One time
Mm,
in 2012, I was working at an Apple retail store in Pleasanton, California, and at the
gotcha.
time, I was a foolhardy overconfident 22-year-old, I was going to move to Seattle for I still don't really know why. And in
Grunge.
the months, pretty much, in the months leading up to my departure, I had asked time and again, could you please put in for a transfer so I can move to Seattle and have a job? And they said, yes, 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 we'll do that. And can you please do it? Yes, 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 we'll do that. Well, it comes time for the holiday season, which I know from being through one before at that point, nothing's going to happen. Not only is it the craziest, busiest time of the year because it's an Apple store, corporate is
Mm-hmm.
largely not working. So any kind of bureaucratic movement, stuff like that, out of the question. I say,
Right.
I need you to transfer me. And they said, it's not going to happen until February. And I said, I quit. And I got up and I walked out and I walked through the store. And everybody was like pretty much convinced I was going on a break. And they're like, see you in a bit. And I was like, uh-huh. And I got in my car and I drove back to not home, but a town much closer to my home. And I drove to a Trader Joe's in Walnut Creek,
Mm-hmm.
California, store number 123. And I walked in there and I said, still wearing my Apple shirt. This was the ballsiest thing I've ever done. I was still wearing my
Wow.
Apple shirt and I said, hi, I just quit this job because I'm moving to Seattle and they wouldn't transfer me. Are you hiring for the holiday? And if so, can I work here? And would you transfer me to Seattle? And the manager, I mean, yeah, we could do an interview. And that's how I started working at Trader Joe's, and I didn't move to Seattle.
Wow.
Yeah.
So because you look too good in the Hawaiian shirt, and you found a Trader Joe family.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Really, what happened was I had planned to move with two of my friends, one of which is my roommate now.
Okay.
Um, and right about the time things were supposed to get in motion, everything just fell apart. So we were going to move to Seattle, the three of us, and it was going to be a great time. And then I was talking to one of my friends I was moving with, and I said, hey, it'd be really great if I didn't have to like spend another months of rent because I know I'm leaving. And he said, dude, no problem. You should stay with me. At the time, granted, we were, remember we were in our early 20s. He was
Right.
living in like a back house attached to his house, sort of like a mother-in-law unit.
Sure.
And friends had stayed there for extended periods of time before. In fact, one of our friends had recently got through with a period of time there. And I said, sounds great. I'll move out of
Mm-hmm.
my home. I'll bring all my crap over there. And then I'll be there for a month. And then we'll move. And I guess that our other friend had done such a poor job being someone that sleeps on the couch that his mom was like, no, 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 no. But I had already moved. So I was just on the couch there. And I had to figure out something else to do. So I ended up staying with my girlfriend at the time, who was also living with her parents. And it was like medium to majorly embarrassing. And
Oh,
then,
sure. Yeah, that sounds super awkward.
oh, yeah. And the other friend, meanwhile, whom I had known for a while, and we had worked together at a Barnes & Noble before I moved to Apple,
Mm-hmm.
he started seeing somebody. And I was like, hey, we're moving to Washington, right? And this was in the Bay Area where I used to live. And he said,
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
not the
yeah, yeah,
best
yeah.
time to start a brand new relationship.
No, no. And I remember in the midst of this, one of my good friends called me and said, hey, look, I've got too many students. Do you want to start teaching? And I said, no, 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 I can't. I'm moving to Washington. He said, well, good luck with that. I said, thanks, buddy. So all of a sudden, all these plans that were so perfect were falling apart before, my very eyes. And every day was the
Yes.
struggle to figure out how it was going to work, where we were going to go, trying to save money, but also figuring out where I was staying in the meantime. And I remember in December, we were supposed to leave basically in January. I had gotten back from a shift at Trader Joe's. It was a closing shift. It was like midnight. And I pulled up in front of my girlfriend at the time's home. And
Yes.
I got a text message from my friend who's my roommate now. And he says, hey, I got news. And it just, hey, you're getting married, aren't you? And he says, well, who told you? He got married.
Wow. That
Yeah.
that puts a little damper on the whole hey, you and me are moving together.
Oh, yeah. It
How
was a
long was he
real.
dating this girl? We're hearing about producer Travis telling us about leaving his job and changing his life, and then the plans. Listen, man plans, God laughs.
That
Travis, what happened? Like, how long after he met this girl did he get married?
we're looking at about a 6-week timeline.
No.
Yeah.
Some jokes are too soon. That marriage is too soon. I can
I
concretely say that marriage is too soon. Travis, well, I'm
thank
glad
you.
you're still here. I'm glad you're here in LA, not in Seattle, even though
Mhm.
you and I have never met in person, and you
Not
probably
once.
could do this job remotely from Los Angeles. But Travis, glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Real quick, your story about like as you were walking out of the Apple store, it
Mhm.
reminded me of the time that I got kicked off the track team in high school. Uh, so so we were all in the gym stretching, getting ready for track practice, and I had a sore hamstring at the time. I wasn't really practicing, but I was still getting loose and participating in some of the activities. And me and my pals, we were just laughing, goofing off, lackadaisically, just playing grab ass back there in the stretching line. Not literally grabbing each other's asses, but just goofing around. And the coach told us to knock it off, and we quieted down for a moment, and then we piped up again, and we were goofing around again. And then our coach, he said, Hal, get up, go in the trainer's room, and I'll see you in there. And I'm like, okay, because I had to go into the trainer's room anyway for to get my hamstring worked on a little bit. I was not fully participating, so I got up to walk out of the gym and go to the trainer's room. And as I got to the door, as I was leaving the cavernous gym, I said at the top of my voice, "Bye," in the most snarky sing-song way possible. And then our insufferable coach, Coach Rudner, I'm Rudnick, he's Rudner, met me in the trainer's room and said, Hal, turn in your uniform on Monday. You're off the team. Bam. And I believe to this day, and there's no way to ever prove it, that if I had stayed on the track team, I could have been a world class athlete, rivaling the likes of Usain Bolt and Flojo. Let's see what else is trending here. One more trending topic. Oh, I was very fascinated by this. This is super cool, very weird. Lil Nas X, who I love. I love his style. Lil Nas X, you know what? I will go into town via Old Town Road, taking my Acura. I don't have a horse. But Lil Nas X is going to be on Maury next week. This is crazy. There's a clip of Lil Nas X involved in a love triangle with like his boyfriend, and his boyfriend has a girlfriend, and it's bonkers. Uh, and yeah, Montero, there he is. And Lil Nas X goes by Montero. There he is. Leave your wife for me. Lil Nas X, Montero himself, on Maury, the crossover we need. I guess what was it? They said Endgame was the greatest crossover of all time. What was it? The Avengers? I don't know. Marvel thought they were responsible for the biggest crossover of all time. No, it's Maury and my guy Lil Nas X. Yes, so here for it. I can't wait. You are the father. So next week, next Wednesday, the 17th, Lil Nas X is going to be on Maury. That is very cool. And again, everybody, you're hanging out with your pal Hal. It's 11:42 on the West Coast. I'm going to be here till 1 p.m. You can hang out with the back channel all day. We're having fun. We're talking. We're chilling. Coming up, we've got a lot more fun stuff, and it is 2:42 on the East Coast. I'll be with you till 4 p.m. East Coast time, and all of the coordinating times for Central and Mountain time. That's how that works. And again, chat with us. Address your device, use the word say, and then you could put anything in there. Say, Hal, I'd like to go on Maury and find out who my father is. Or say, Hal, you're my pal. And I'll say, oh, gee whiz, thanks a lot. Let us know what you got going on this weekend, anything at all. And if you don't have a visual component with your device, you can go to backchannel.tv and find us there, hang out with us there. And it's just going to be a heck of a good time. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's shift gears. We've looked at a couple of the trending topics on Twitter. Now, weekend's coming up. Let's talk about TV streaming recommendations, reviews, and all that your entertainment needs for this weekend. There we go. All right, so let's see what's coming out in theaters. What's being released this weekend? Okay, so this one looks like it's fun for the whole family, or at least for kids. Maybe annoying to adults because it's only at about 40 some odd percent on Rotten Tomatoes. Clifford, the Big Red Dog. He's a dog. He's big. He's red. And he's back in our lives. I feel like is this an IP that people were clamoring for? Like, do kids remember Clifford? Like, do millennials remember Clifford? Does Gen Z remember Clifford? Or is this like reintroducing Clifford? Anyway, you got Kenan Thompson, the great Kenan from SNL. Kenan, like nowadays, I think just because of his longevity, Kenan is like moving into Mount Rushmore for comedic and sketch actor territory, at least for SNL. Like, just think about how long Kenan has been in our lives. Like longest standing SNL cast member by far. And now he's got his own sitcom. Glad to see Kenan getting some motion picture work. Not that he was hurting or anything. I think Kenan is doing very well, but I'm just he would be a reason for me to check out this movie. And Clifford, the Big Red Dog, and yeah, he in real life, like Clifford is a very friendly, good-natured pup. He's just big. But how terrifying would that be to see this beast? I think is there a Clifford float in that Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade? Yeah, I don't know. But let us know. Use the word say and tell us if you are familiar with Clifford. Do you have any experience with Clifford? Go into the backchannel.tv. Talk to us if you have any Clifford knowledge. Yeah, there's that Clifford float. Thank you, Travis, for efforting that. What else is coming out this weekend? Oh, okay, so we got this Andrew Garfield joint, Tick Tick Boom. All right, well, I want to check out this Tick Tick. I'm gonna Google this Tick Tick Boom. Yeah, 2021 film. Yeah, it is open. Oh, and it's wow. So 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. So this is a musical from the creator of Rent, and it's a serious, tragic. Oh, directed by the maestro himself, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and oh, we got the wonderful Vanessa Hudgens. I called her Vanessa Hudgens. I kind of like Vanessa. You know what? Maybe my firstborn daughter, Vanessa. Okay, something to think about. Something to think about there. I'm going to file that away for later. Okay, is Tick Tick Boom based on a true story? Let's see. It's based on the true story of Broadway legend Jonathan Larson. From a recording of To the Heights, hitting the big. Manuel Miranda has been having a moment, bringing his onstage work, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and I just want to get let me give you a quick synopsis, because this movie is new to me. All right. Tick Tick Boom is a musical written by American composer Jonathan Larson. Tick Tick Boom tells the story of an aspiring composer named John who lives in New York City in 1990. John is worried he has made the wrong career choice to be part of the performing arts. Classic tale, okay? Listen, if you're out there and you're like, should I go into the performing arts? Should I be a writer, comedian, musical theater person. It's a gamble, y'all. All right. So, classic question. Story is autobiographical, as stated by Larson's father in the liner notes of the cast recording. Okay. Larson had been trying to establish himself in theater since the early 1980s. Began to perform the piece as a solo work in 1990. After his death in 1996, it was revised, revamped by playwright David Auburn as a 3-actor piece and premiered off Broadway. Since then, the show has had an off West End. That's London, England, y'all. Jolly old London town. A West End production and an American national. Okay, so yeah, it's a story about making it in the arts. And Lin-Manuel Miranda seems like the right guy to direct this. And it's getting great reviews. Andrew Garfield, by the way, well, this is good for him. He's in this thing, Tick, Tick, Boom. But there's no reason for me to say this, but out of all of the recent Spider-Men since 2000, my least favorite Spider-Man. Okay, sorry. Didn't need to bring down Andrew Garfield there. I did not need to shade Andrew Garfield. Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Listen, I always like coming back to that because we do have Spider-Man Homecoming. Wait, it was Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home is coming, and we're going to go into the Spider-Verse, into the multiverse, and you're going to have Tobey Maguire in there. You're going to have Doc Ock. So are you a Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, or Andrew Garfield Spider-Man enthusiast? Who's your favorite Spider-Man? I'm going Tobey Maguire, number 1. Andrew Garfield, number 3. Tom Holland, your numero dos. What else is coming out this weekend? Your pal Hal bringing you this weekend's box office releases. Oh, okay. This also looks pretty good. The great Kenneth Branagh, one of our finest Shakespearean actors and directors, also the director of Thor and the first Thor, and very much. Oh, I think he directed. He was Hercule Poirot in Murder on the Orient Express. Wonder if he directed that. But the film Belfast, about his upbringing in Ireland. And yeah, this has got 85% on the Rotten Tomatoes. And it's in black and white. It looks beautifully filmed. Jamie Dornan is one of the leads in this. And by the way, Judi Dench, Dame Judi Dench, royalty. Jamie Dornan is so good in Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. Jamie Dornan's comedic chops. Like, I was not a Jamie Dornan enthusiast because I just know him from those terrible 50 Shades movies. And then in Barb and Star, Jamie Dornan crushes. So good at comedy. So very much, I'm a Jamie Dornan enthusiast. But Belfast, it's not a comedy. It's a serious film. Let me give you just a quick synopsis on Belfast. Gets 3 stars on RogerEbert.com. Belfast is unquestionably Kenneth Branagh's most personal film to date, but it also sure to have universal resonance. It depicts a violent, tumultuous time in Northern Ireland. So yeah, it explores the troubles against Protestants, the British, the Irish. So yeah, a lot of tough stuff and heavy subject matter in Belfast, exploring Kenneth Branagh's upbringing, very personal film, and through the eyes of a 9-year-old boy. And it's shot in gentle black and white with bursts of glory color, it says here. So Belfast. So those are a few of the things hitting theaters. You got some heavier fare. You got a little bit of musical theater, kind of performance-y stuff, Broadway feeling, and then you're looking for something to just drop the kids off. Listen, you don't have a babysitter. Drop the kids off to see Clifford the Big Red Dog, and then you're off to the casino. All right? Don't do that. Don't leave your kids at the movie theater without a guardian, please. But yeah, you got something for the whole family right there. And if you don't want to go to the movies, if you want to stick around at home, here are a couple of recommendations for you on that front. I am very pumped for this new show on Hulu with People's Sexiest Man Alive, Paul Rudd, Will Ferrell, and Catherine Hahn. Great comedic cast. Though, like, you can't do much better than Paul Rudd, Will Ferrell, and Catherine Hahn. The Shrink Next Door. The Shrink Next Door is a story about this therapist who ingratiates and weaves himself into a client's life so much so that he kind of takes over in an insidious way. Paul Rudd plays the therapist. Will Ferrell is this guy who's going through some issues and has some stuff he's dealing with, and it just looks to be really delicious. This The Shrink Next Door, coming to Hulu this weekend. And yeah, actually based on true to life, real life events. What are you doing this weekend? What do you got going on? Is there anything that you've been saving to binge watch? Any movies that you want to check out this weekend? Let us know. Your Pal Hal hanging out with you. I want to know what you got going on this weekend. You can talk to your device, use the word say, and give us your info. Say, I'm finally going to watch Dune this weekend. Listen, I'm down with Dune. How you Dune? I love Dune. I'm a sucker for Dune. Let us know what you're up to, or go to backchannel.tv and you can chit chat with us there. Here is one other deeper cut recommendation I'm going to give you. On Netflix, there is a show from a couple of months ago that is part horror, part Hollywood fantasy, and it's called Brand New Cherry Flavor. Brand New Cherry Flavor. I loved this show because it was like kind of goth. It definitely had like a 90s kind of cool to it, and it was dreamy, kind of in the way that Drive is dreamy, and it's a Hollywood story. If you have ever seen Robert Altman's The Player, which is one of my favorite films about Hollywood, it's got this dark, sinister underbelly of Hollywood, and it's about this woman, Rosa Salazar, who you might know as Alita Battle Angel. She played Alita Battle Angel in the Alita movies. Rosa Salazar plays a young filmmaker who goes to Hollywood and meets with this big time producer who crosses her, tries to steal her IP, makes her feel very like just uncomfortable. And she meets up with a witch played by the amazing Catherine Keener. Is there a better like queen of like 90s and 2000s independent film than Catherine Keener? I don't know. I love me some Catherine Keener. And Catherine Keener plays this witch, and Rosa Salazar wants to get even, and the insanity ensues. So you've got, it's a Hollywood story, a dark, occultish story, and you've also got some crazy body horror and like weirdness. This is an insane show. It was probably too weird for most general audiences, and they didn't know how to market it. But I'm telling you, if you jump into this weird little gem, you are not going to regret it. It's all on Netflix right now. You can binge the heck out of it, and it's if you like a little bit spooky, if you like it a little bit dark and weird, Brand New Cherry Flavor, so good. So those are just a few recommendations we got for you coming up this weekend. Okay, you got some movies, you got a couple of shows there, and always for the next I don't know how long. If you tune into Your Pal Hal, you're going to see me. You're going to see me and hear me say, "Watch Dune." Dune is as the kids say, Dune is a whole mood, and I am there for it. You know what? I just want to, like, now I'll fall asleep to Dune. I'll just like, I'll just close my eyes and drift off into the Duneverse. Is that a word? Did I just coin a word? The Duneverse? If not, if it isn't, it should be. Thanks again for hanging out with your pal Hal. I am Hal Rudnick. It is a couple of minutes before noon on the West Coast, a couple of minutes before 3 p.m. on the East Coast, and we've got a lot more fun. I'm going to be with you for the next hour or so here. Oh boy. So now it's time to check how much useless knowledge do you have in the cabeza? How many silly fun facts do you have floating around in your brain? We're going to do a little trivia time with your pal Hal. Travis. Where is producer Travis? Hello,
Here.
Travis.
Hello.
All right, Travis, go ahead and play our trivia time theme.
We're still working on the trivia time theme.
Once again, I am going to improvise the trivia time theme.
Thank you.
How much knowledge is in your brain? Do you feel like playing a game? It is time for trivia with your pal Hal. Yeah. Not bad. That was not the worst. That was not the worst song I've ever improvised. All right. So let's go by the honor system here. You know I keep it honest. I keep it 100 with you all of the time. And I want you to keep it 100 with me. Do not Google the answers for these trivia questions. Let them come from your own head. Mickey just joined the stream. Mickey, glad to see you. Welcome to the party. Mickey is coming to us from Wisconsin. We got Will in Nebraska. Oh, we had Delaware. We've got California representing strong today. And if you want to participate in our trivia game, here's what you do. Just give us the word say, address your device and use the word say, and then give us the answer. Say, the square root of 9 is 3. Say, the equator. Say, Catcher in the Rye. Whatever the answer to the trivia question is. And this is going to be general trivia. So we're using all of the pieces of the Trivial Pursuit puzzle, or if this was bar trivia, we would be, just generalized. A generalized anesthesia, a generalized trivia. All right, trivia time is about to start, and I'll check in. Travis, I want you to pop in the corner and let us know if you know any of the answers, but don't give them away until we give our listeners and viewers a moment to figure this out. And again, you can also play along with us on backchannel.tv. So either talk to your device or go to backchannel.tv and play along. All right, trivia time. Question number 1. Which Disney princess dresses up as a man to save her father? Which Disney princess dresses up as a man to save her father? Travis, do you know the answer? Again, do not say anything.
For the first time, I've got this off the top. I know exactly what this is.
Boom. All right. Travis had that right out of the gate. Are you as smart as Travis? Probably not, because Travis is a Renaissance man that is good at very, very many things. But do you know this answer? Let us know in the stream. So say Woody from Toy Story. You would be wrong. Woody is neither a princess, he's a cowboy in a Disney Pixar movie. Okay?
As far as we know, it doesn't have a dad.
Oh. Way to bring the room down, Travis.
Sorry.
That's okay. So this just in, we're breaking exclusives as we always do. Woody from Toy Story, fatherless, a fatherless toy. And if Disney Pixar, if you were planning the story of Woody the cowboy from birth to the toy chest, scrap it, because Woody doesn't have a dad. So again, the question. What Disney princess dresses up as a man to save her father? And oh, in the stream, we got an answer from Mickey in Wisconsin, and boom, Mulan. Mickey, give yourself a point. Travis, did you have that correct?
That is what I had.
Nicely done, Travis. Nicely done, Mickey. Mickey, do you work for Disney? Because your name is Mickey. Either way, you have 1 point. All right. Let's keep our trivia game going. Mickey, you probably get that a lot. Mickey's a great name. Second question. Where is the Sea of Tranquility located? Where is the Sea of Tranquility located? All right. Anyone who's hanging out with us, go ahead and address your device. Use the word say, and then give us the answer. Oh, say my backyard. Say the Sea of Tranquility pants, you would be incorrect. All right, we already have an answer from Mickey. Mickey, Travis, do you know the answer?
I was going to say inside us all, but that feels more. That doesn't seem right.
Oh, maybe there is a little Sea of Tranquility inside us. You know, oh, sometimes when I'm just losing it, when I am just like having too much of a like life, like the needle is going in the red, I'm having a difficult day, I need to access the Sea of Tranquility inside myself. But if I want to access the actual Sea of Tranquility, I got to get Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos on the phone, take a rocket and go to the moon, just as Mickey said. Mickey, you are 2 for 2. All right. Mickey is crushing. Did you know that, Travis? Sea of
No,
Tranquility is on the moon?
I didn't
All
know.
right. All right, Mickey, you are proving to be a trivia heavyweight. Let's go to our next question. Okay, we talked a little bit about Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker earlier, talking about Disney Plus. Let's go back to that territory. Who was the only non-Jedi in the original Star Wars trilogy to use a lightsaber? The only non-Jedi in the original Star Wars trilogy to use a lightsaber. Oh, by the way, Melody also got the moon for Sea of Tranquility. Nicely done, Melody. Melody, you are on the board. Well played, Smarty Pants. Well played. So, again, our current question is, in the original Star Wars trilogy, who was the only non-Jedi to use a lightsaber? And I'm going to give you, here are a couple of characters that you can nix from the list, okay? Sorry, it wasn't an Ewok, okay? It wasn't like, nub, nub, grub, 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 nub, nub. What does the Ewoks say? Grub, nub, nub,
I think, yeah.
nub, nub,
Yeah, that's exactly it.
nub, nub,
Yeah, nub nub.
nub, nub, yeah.
Things of that, yeah.
All right, so it wasn't an Ewok. It also wasn't R2D2. It also wasn't the little rolling droid R2D2. And oh, it looks like Mickey is coming in hot. We've got an answer from Mickey. Any other answers before we deliver the correct answer here? I'll give you one more. It wasn't that big fat Jabba the Hutt. Travis, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So I'm big into body positivity.
Uh-huh.
I want to celebrate people. I want to celebrate individuals, whoever you are, whatever your gender, your body type. But is it okay to body shame Jabba the Hutt?
This is a touchy subject. I think
Yeah.
that it should never be the vehicle for the criticism.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a better exercise to criticize Jabba the Hutt's nature. And
His villainy, his
yeah,
the fact that he holds a grudge and froze the answer to this question in Carbonite. He froze Han Solo in Carbonite. Also, Han Solo, the only non-Jedi to never use a lightsaber. Mickey is 3 for 3, burying from downtown. Mickey, he's in Wisconsin eating the cheese, also eating his trivia pills, whatever means. But yeah, Mickey, you're crushing it. You're killing it, my guy. Nicely done. All right, let's go with one more question. We got a couple more trivia questions for you. Melody, if you want to chime in, anyone else who's here, don't forget, address your device. Use the word "say" and give us the answer, or go to backchannel.tv. Question number 4. What country has the most vending machines per capita? What country has the most vending machines per capita? All right, so yeah, I mean, I like a vending machine. Like, I'll go get a soda pop. I'll get a snack. I love snacks. Are you eating a snack out there right now? By the way, let us know what your snack is. I have some almonds over here. I'm a little bit hungry. I'm gonna have an almond. So, Travis, any thoughts as far as the what country has the most vending machines per capita?
I think I have an idea, but I think I have some inside information as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, we got answers coming in. We got answers flying in from Melody and Mickey. Melody with 1 point right now. Mickey with 3 points right now. Mickey, a trivia whiz. Melanie, also doing the damn thing. Okay, so this is a country that I've been to once, and I feel like I did not take full advantage of the vending machine culture. No, it is not the United States of America. Melody and Mickey both nailed it. Japan. Japan, land of the rising sun, also land of the vending machine. And famously, Japan doesn't Japan have vending machines that where you can buy panties? Correct? Have you heard that, Travis?
I didn't.
What's that? Travis, you ever buy panties out of a vending machine? All right, I think Travis froze there. Travis, you hear me? All right. So Melody has 2 points. Mickey has 4 points. And let us ask, we have 2 more trivia questions here. 2 more trivia questions. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Listen, you know I'm all about Free Britney. Hashtag Free Britney. I would love to go to Vegas and see Britney perform. Britney is a queen, and I hope she gets emancipated, etc., from that situation. Here's our question: in which of Britney Spears' videos does she appear as a stewardess? In which of Britney Spears' videos does she appear as a stewardess? All right. Again, you can say your answer by addressing your device and using the word say, and then throw your answer after that. Or go to the back channel and backchannel.tv and put in your answer there. Oh, Mickey. Mickey coming in with I don't know. Well, Mickey, do you know, if you know some Britney Spears songs, you can just throw a guess up there. So Melody, this is your chance to. So Mickey said they don't know. Melody, this is your chance to get one closer to Mickey if you're still there. If you want to wager a guess, if you want to venture a guess, again, in which Britney Spears video does she dress as a stewardess or flight attendant? All right. Well, neither of our friends participating No, we haven't gotten any correct answers yet. Travis, do you know? Oh, and Travis, we were talking about pop divas earlier. I mean, where does Britney Spears rank on that list? I mean, a little bit more of an OG. Travis, do you know which Britney Spears video features her dressed as a flight attendant? Any thoughts?
Is that Hit
Travis?
Me Baby One More Time?
That's a great guess. That's a great guess. I love a good guess.
Crazy.
Mickey said they didn't know it, guesses toxic, and is correct. Boom. We're working on the honor system here. So Mickey, I hope you didn't Google that.
Yes.
Okay? I would never accuse you of that. I'm just saying, I hope. I'm very good at Googling, by the way, according to my mother, because my mother's like, how did you find that information? And I'm like, oh, I Googled it. And she literally said, you're very good at Googling. Yes, I know how to enter a term in a search bar. Oh, Mickey's husband told him, very good, very good. You know what? Teamwork makes the dream work, Mickey. Teamwork makes the dream work. Mickey, boom, 5 for 5 on the trivia, crushing. We're going to give you one more question before we move on from this good time, but I appreciate everybody playing along. I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. And again, I am your pal Hal, going to be here with you for 2 hours a day during the week, Monday through Friday, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the East Coast, and Central Time. It'll be 1 to 3, and Mountain Time it will be 12 to 2. That's how that works. All right. Here is your last trivia question. This might be too easy. Who knows? What is the name of the prehistoric town in which the Flintstones live? What's the name of the prehistoric town in which the Flintstones live? There you go. From the town of what town? What town do Barney, Bam Bam, Fred, Wilma, Pebbles, Dino, Mr. Slate? And I'll give you a hint. It's not Rock Vegas. It's not Rock Vegas. Talking about hashtag Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas. Boom, we already got a couple of answers there in the feed. Anyone else got any answers for us? You can chime in on backchannel.tv. Travis, did you know the answer to this?
I got no idea. I've missed the
Oh,
Flintstones
okay.
entirely as a kid. Got nothing.
Sure. Listen, we all have our blind spots. Unfortunately, my blind spots are all over the road while I'm driving. And your blind spot is the Flintstones, a much less dangerous blind spot to have. Fortunately, we've got some real smarty pantses in the chat. Mickey, Melody, both nailing it. Bedrock from the town of Bedrock. It's a yabba dabba do time, a poo 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 time, a blah blah blah. We'll have a. I think they say we'll have a gay old time. Is it a gay old time or a grand old time? Either way would work. The Flintstones, Bedrock. That is the end of the Your Pal Hal trivia challenge. Melody doing some awesome work here. Melody with 3 points. But our trivia champion today, Mickey, 6 for 6. Mickey, I am high-fiving you. I'm putting my hand right to the camera to high-five you, and I also salute you. Thank you, Mickey. All right. Travis, you there, pal?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to ask you, what do you got anything fun coming up this weekend?
This weekend, actually, this will be the first weekend I've had off in a minute. I might just soak up the bright, hot November sun in Los Angeles.
Oh, it is a bright, hot November sun. I was walking the dogs earlier, and I got a little schwitzy. I got a little
Yeah,
schwitzy. Yeah, it's a warm one today,
it's a warm one. We're
for
looking
sure.
at not to make this the weather, but even over here by the
Yeah.
ocean, we're looking at
Mm-hmm.
a calm, cool 87 degrees.
Whoa, Travis, too hot for TV. Also, too hot for November.
Yeah.
Climate change, frightening. Uh,
Yikes.
okay, so yeah, but that Los Angeles is the place where you can wear shorts on Christmas. You can often wear shorts on Christmas here in Los Angeles. Well, cool. Enjoy your weekend off, Travis. Have some
Thank
fun.
you.
Do something
Thank you.
crazy. I hope you have some good times and maybe enjoy a little bit of weather. I am going to a wedding this weekend. And I want to take a few
Ooh.
minutes out to just talk about wedding fun, wedding good times. Now, Travis, you were telling me that you went to a wedding last weekend. Is that correct?
I did. I went to my first mid 30s wedding.
Okay. Okay. So you're at the age where your friends are starting to tie the knot. They're starting to grow up. They're starting to move into that next phase of
That's correct.
adulthood.
That's correct. And I actually
Cool.
came to this wedding as a plus one. Lady I've been seeing invited me to her friend's wedding, and
Gotcha.
it was one of those affairs where you really feel the gulf between the friends of the bride and the friends of the groom. The groom is a comedian that she produces a show with, and the bride is just a nice woman. So there was this. You can almost feel it in the room, you know. And this is nothing against comedians. I love them. I consider myself among them
Sure.
sometimes, but there's just these chuckling clusters around the room, and while a bunch of other people were like talking to family and like having fun with children and things like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Was the comedian anyone I might know?
I don't. Oh goodness, I can't remember the guy's
Because I
name.
know a lot of people in the LA comedy scene.
I know.
Um, do you want to say the name live on the air?
I don't remember what the groom's name was.
Oh wow.
Not even a little bit. Yeah.
So you're saying you were drinking at this wedding
It was open bar. Well,
heavily?
that's actually something that was a little this the one foible of the wedding was I was someone said, but the person I was going with, we were talking before what the plan was, and they
Sure.
said, "Oh, there's going to be a buffet style dinner, so don't worry about eating before." And I was like, "Great." Those are the two.
Okay.
If you ever want me to go somewhere, just say
Yeah.
buffet style. It doesn't even matter what, and I'll show up.
I'm a little more hesitant about the buffet right now just because of germs. Like I don't want to grab the same thing that everyone's grabbing.
That's absolutely a consideration, and that's the
But
right approach. However,
uh
I'm not a very dangerous person, but when it comes to food, we'll make some considerations. But what
right,
ended up
right.
happening was, I guess at the
Oh,
last
just
minute.
hold that thought for one sec, and please,
Sure.
as we're listening to Travis talk about this, I want to hear from you. Chime in. What do you love about weddings? Do you enjoy weddings? Do you like getting crunk, as the kids say at weddings? Do you like yeah? Do you like to drink? Do you like to dance? Do you love? Do you cry at weddings? How do you feel about weddings? Open up, talk to your device. Use the word "say," and then you can let us know how you feel. Say, "I always cry at weddings," or say, "Marriage is a dead institution," or whatever it is that you feel about it. Or go to backchannel.tv and let us know your feelings. Travis, pick up where you left off, please.
So, point being, they diverted a fair amount of the budget from food to liquor. So, most people there were just drunk and hungry.
Wow.
Yeah.
So okay, so I would count that absolutely as a wedding misstep because you gotta feed the crowd. You gotta feed
Yeah.
them and you gotta liquor them up, and that gets into something that my wife, I am a married man.
Wife
Here is
guy.
my ring, putting it on. Boom! How do you like me now? One ring to rule them all, or one ring to rule my life by my wife. But I love my wife. Listen, I love my wife.
What is this,
But
Dangerfield?
but one thing about weddings and everything, expensive. And my wife and I discovered something that we refer to as the wedding industrial complex, which is like the wedding industry in, I guess, whatever town you're in or whatever area you're in. Like I'm in Los Angeles, like if you're in Wisconsin, if you're in Delaware, or if you're in Canada or whatever, uh, like if you're in Ottawa, Canada, you probably have like banquet halls, caterers, people who set up um, stages, stanchions, lighting for events. And it's rigged. The game is rigged. It's a racket. We hired a wedding planner that made things easier in some respects, but also kind of made us feel at the end of the day like we were between a rock and a hard place.
Mm.
Like, oh, we have one option here, and is our wedding planner getting a kickback from this place that he referred us to? So, and also with the food, they can gouge you. And especially, and also they can bring up stuff at the last minute. Wedding photographers, I mean, we were not that happy with our picture. You know what? We had a photo booth at our wedding, and the pictures we got, the strip photos that we ended up getting at the photo booth, we felt like were better than the pictures that our wedding photographers came in with. And our wedding photographers charged a lot. Also, one other thing. Here's a thing, just a couple things about my wedding. It was actually just the reception, because my wife and I eloped. We eloped, tied the knot, and then 2 weeks later, we had a big old party that we invited everyone to. And I absolutely feel like that was the way to go. The party was, I mean, the cost and everything that has to do with the wedding industrial complex aside, we had a great time, and it felt like the pressure was off once we got to the party.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had already tied the knot, we had already done, and we got to make it a little bit more personal. Everybody out there listening, do you enjoy going to weddings, or do you dread weddings? Let us know. Tell us in the chat. I want to know how you feel about the weddings, the institution of marriage, etc. Were you married? Was your wedding fun? Did you have any wedding nightmares? Do you have any nightmare wedding stories? Again, let us know in the chat, or go to backchannel.tv and tell us there. One other thing that was super fun about, then weird about my wedding, about my wedding reception. My wife and I, since we didn't have the actual ceremony there because we had eloped, and this was just the party. As I am a comedian and I do a lot of comedy outside of hosting right here, your Pal Hal. The vows. The thing I was most nervous about wasn't the vows, because we had already done it. It wasn't really seeing everyone together, because I was excited about that. I had written a comedy sketch to perform at my wedding. Yes. So I had my whole my sketch comedy group, who I perform with for 10 years at the UCB Theater here in Los Angeles, the Upright Citizens Brigade. I wrote a Newlywed Game style comedy sketch where everyone in my group played weirdo couples, just like, I made them all just kooky, wacky, weirdo people that were paired up like the Newlywed Game. And then my wife and I playing ourselves. And then one of our sketch group members played the host of the Newlywed Game. Hello, hi, hello, welcome to the Newlywed Game. Kind of like that. And The only thing I was worried about that day is my comedy sketch for my wedding going to get laughs? Because how much would it suck to bomb at your own wedding?
Woo!
I
There's no coming
mean,
back from that.
no coming back from that. I mean, that's I mean that is a slow, painful death. That would be horrific. So I was just like, oh my goodness, is this like is this going to work? Everyone in my sketch group, they were game, they were ready to go. I let them hold the script if they wanted, but several of them were off book, which impressed me. And on top of that, some of them brought crazy wigs and costume things to wear, like they just had them like a little bag with them, or brought something under their jackets or whatever. So came time for the comedy sketch, and again, I am like, this is make or break. So many of my friends, colleagues, family. Is my mother going to want to disown me? Is my uncle going to say, why did I travel all the way from upstate New York to California to come see my nephew bomb?
Just
But
imagine
I'll
your
tell you
uncle on the
what.
back of a reception. Boo!
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 Oh yeah, like Statler and Waldorf on the Muppets. But it went over. Not only did it go over, got some good laughs. My sketch worked. The comedy sketch that I wrote for my wedding went over, folks, and oh, praise the Lord and all things holy, because it would have been a dark night of the soul if my wedding reception sketch did not go over. That, oh my
I have to
goodness.
ask, was there any point of negotiation in this process where you're like, okay, honey, look, I need to ask you if I can do something, and like, or was your wife from the get go just like, yeah, let's do it, I'm in, let's
No,
make this
my
happen?
oh no, she knows who she married. She knows she
Well, that's
married
good.
a weirdo, a performer, a
Hmm.
goofball, and someone who loves the spotlight. So, and as a matter of fact, she prepared a comedic presentation. So I
Really?
wrote this wedding sketch, and then I said a couple of nice words about my wife afterwards. Some earnest, thoughtful things with the crowd.
Very
I love
nice.
her. I'm glad to spend. I want to spend the rest of my life with her, and I'm thrilled and happy. And yeah, I got a little, a little sappy, a little schmaltzy, and she did this. She wrote a presentation because, and it was essentially about when we first got together. She Googled me, and she's also good at Googling, as my mother likes to say. She Googled me and found some very weird pictures of me because I've done so much sketch comedy. There's a lot of, if you Google Hal Rudnick, feel free, everyone out there, you will find weird photos, weird comedy sketches, and all sorts of nonsense. And so blew up these pictures and did essentially a slideshow of like, folks, I want to show you who I married. And then there are pictures of me in various costumes dressed as a in this with my sketch group who called School of French Kissing for Dogs, which is as weird as it sounds, and various other photos. And yeah, that was and she crushed it. She probably got more laughs than I did. Uh, um, but since I love my wife, I was able to deal with that. I'm just glad we both. I think we both did well. It's not a contest, all right. I'm not saying that my wife did better than. I mean, she did a very good job. And yeah. Uh, tr- uh, so Travis, any other thoughts? I'm going to a wedding. We're driving out about an hour outside of Los Angeles. Looking forward to you know, I love love. I'm hopefully the food's good. I think that's what you say when you go to a wedding. Hopefully the food's good. And you had a little bit of a there was a little bit of an issue at the one you went to. We might have lost Travis for a moment here. And again, what's most important to you at the wedding? The band, the food, the open bar? Let us know. Let us know. Again, you are hanging out with your pal Hal right here on the back channel. We're going to be here for just under half an hour more. It is 12:33 here in Los Angeles, 12:33 p.m., noon 33. We'll be here till the 1 o'clock hour. On the East Coast, we'll be with you till 4 o'clock. And we are here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, hanging out with you. And so my main thing is I hope the food is yummy because I want yummy food at a wedding. That's it. I forget. Did we have to? Some weddings you check off. Do you want the chicken or the beef or whatever? I don't know if we checked off anything. So I'll circle back with you Monday and give you the full report on this wedding that I'm going to tomorrow. And now let's go ahead and shift gears and jump into a little segment on this show that we like to call This or That. Welcome to This or That, everybody. Welcome to This or That. We take two things, ask you which one you like better. It's this or that. Yeah. All right. So, Travis, are you back with us? Are you back with us, Travis? I'm going to throw a couple of this or that's at you. Travis? All right. Well, I want to know from everyone in the feed, please, everyone who's hanging out with us here at Backchannel, tell us which you prefer, which this or which that. All right. So go ahead. So if I said, do you like canoeing or kayaking better? That almost the same. Almost the same. A kayak is like a solo. A canoe is you can have multiple people. But do you like canoeing or kayaking? So you would talk to your device and say kayaking or say canoeing or go to backchannel.tv and type in there. All right, let's start this or that. It's going to be a little bit more diversity questions than canoeing or kayaking. First up, oh, this is a tough one. Why am I even asking this question? Why am I putting you on the spot? If you could only have one for the rest of your life, what would it be? And the other one is eliminated. Chocolate or pizza? Yeah, I went there, fam. I went there. Which do you prefer? Chocolate or pizza? Both so good. Now, Travis, I know you are you can't do the dairy. Is that correct?
No, but pizza is the one thing that I really, really miss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, can I, if you were, if you were in, let's say if you didn't have any dietary restrictions,
Sure.
which way would you go? Do you pick chocolate or pizza? And let us know if you're hanging out. That is so hard because chocolate, it's just just a little piece. It's a treat. But pizza is like, it's like the perfect food.
It
I mean,
is.
and then you mix in the toppings. Oh, so good. Uh, yeah, I don't know. This is a kill. I am really at a loss. Uh, I mean, pizza I have a little less often than chocolate, but it's a staple. Like I'm good for like when I was just back in New York, I was telling people on Monday the amount of Italian food and New York City pizza that I had. Oh, I mean, it's a delicacy. Like great pizza when it's done right. Come on, folks. So I want to know pizza or chocolate. Travis, do you fall either way on this debate? If you had to pick one,
If I had to pick one, I'm biased because I've lived a long time without pizza now, and I think chocolate is such a saving grace when you need it. And I can get
Mm-hmm.
everything I want out of pizza. This isn't entirely true, but I can get everything I need out of pizza from a taco.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Controversial statement
because
from
you have
Travis.
a platform, a tortilla or crust. You
Mm-hmm.
have
A
some
base.
kind of sauce, salsa. You have your
Mm-hmm.
toppings. You're just flipping the order around, you know? If that makes
Mm.
sense.
Okay, okay. Travis coming in with the wild logic. Travis, a little bit unhinged, some people are saying right now. Yeah, I don't know if I can get on board with that level of thinking, but whatever gets you to your endpoint. So Travis is saying chocolate.
This is how I
Uh,
survive.
yep, yep. No, I appreciate that. And thank you for taking me into how the recesses of how your brain works, Travis. I, just to be different, and not just to be different, I would forego chocolate and go pizza. I would go pizza because I am at the end of the day, gun to head, I am savory. Okay, you've heard it here first. Your pal Hal is a savory gentleman. Okay, less sweet, less sweet. And when I go chocolate, it's dark chocolate. So we're getting into, I if I completely got rid of chocolate, I like peanut butter so much that that would really pick up a lot of the slack. And then also, maybe I'd just go hard at vanilla ice cream, vanilla and peanut butter, like a vanilla and peanut butter shake. Oh, I'm talking myself into this big time. And uh, then I'll make it a Domino's night, or then I'll go. Why is Domino's the first pizza?
It's the easiest that is fine.
It's there.
Yeah.
Although one of my go-tos is Domino's thin crust. I love a thin crust. Oh. Uh, Let us know if you could only pick one for the rest of your life, would it be chocolate or pizza? Jump in, address your device, use the word say, and tell us your answer after that, or go to backchannel.tv and tell us there. All right. So Travis and I are split on that. Let's go. Let's throw another this or that at you. I like doing the movies. I like doing the movies. You know me. I'm a real cinephile. I'm a real
Hmm.
cineast. A real movie nut. So we're gonna do another franchise battle. Franchise war. Franchise war. And in this franchise battle, Jurassic Parks or Jurassic World, the whole kit and caboodle, or Terminator. Which is better? Which is better? So, like Jurassic Park, that is the movie. And then Terminator, you also got Terminator 2. Are there more Jurassic Parks? Travis, are you able to help me out with a little information here? How many Jurassic Park movies have there been? How many Terminator movies have there been?
That's a
There
great
have
question.
also
Let's see if I
been
can
this.
figure that out.
There was also a short-lived Terminator TV show, uh, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, I think, with um, oh, with I think the woman from Game of Thrones who played Cersei Lannister, Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor Chronicles.
That's exactly right. That was a Fox series that apparently was good, but not good enough.
Yes. Um,
So we're looking at Terminator films. We have 6 in total. And Jurassic Park, we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we include the
wow.
upcoming Jurassic World. Also, Battle at Big. Wait, what is this?
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh, it's a short. It's a Jurassic World short.
Oh my goodness.
Huh. Battle at Big Rock.
Huh.
The film chronicles the first major confrontation between humans and the dinosaurs. The family is enjoying their camping when they are suddenly greeted by a Nosferatu, a Topsosaurus, and her baby. To their relief, the daughter shoots the Allosaurus in its head and eye on the crossbow, which causes the
Oh,
dinosaur to flee. Wow, that's dark.
yeah, a little bit.
So
All
I
right.
guess
So,
four.
I want to. What's that?
I guess technically four that are out right now. Four Jurassics, five Terminators.
No, because there were three Jurassic Parks, and I want to combining
Or
Jurassic Park and
six.
Jurassic World.
Right.
So there are
Okay.
three
One,
Jurassic
two,
Parks. There are at least
three,
two Jurassic
four,
Worlds, and then there's one more. There's going to
five.
be so it's close to the same.
Yeah, there's a sixth upcoming, and we do not know the fate of the Terminator franchise past the sixth that was just released. So six and six.
Gotcha. So the most recent Terminators and the most recent in the Jurassic series, mixed bag. So I want to go back to the early stuff. Let's talk about some of the pros, some of the cons of these films. Like Jurassic Park, I mean, Steven Spielberg, it is very close to a masterpiece, like just as far as the effects, the practical effects, the dinosaurs. Oh, Travis, can you do me one favor? Pull up the picture of Steven Spielberg resting on a triceratops. Just a quick note about this. If Travis can effort that picture for me. Oh, good man, Travis. Travis, you two are very good at Googling, to quote my mom. Producer Travis, excellent at Googling. So if we see that picture of Steven Spielberg resting next to a uh, the practical, like actual a prop that was made of this triceratops, this became a meme a few years ago because someone said, can you believe this man killed this beautiful beast? And people thought it was real. People thought that was an act, like Steven Spielberg, or I don't know if they just thought it was a random guy and a dead, like, I don't know if they didn't realize this is a dinosaur. Maybe they thought it was like a rhino. Oh, okay. Some of these, um, yes. Steven Spielberg is a monster for killing this beautiful, innocent creature with very bad spelling, by the way. Look how they spelled creature, Creechecher. So, of course, if you're going to spell creature that way, you're going to think that picture is real of a triceratops. Oh my lord. So, but that is just amazing. The internet is the gift. Disgraceful photo of recreational hunter happily posing next to triceratops. All right, thank you, Travis. I cannot. This is hurting my brain. Just fathoming that actually happened. So, Jurassic Park, just an amazing blockbuster, just a game changer as far as effects and everything go, the music and everything. But Terminator, when you want to talk about effects, T2 holds up. Also, the first Terminator, so good. So you got James Cameron versus Steven Spielberg, two masters of the craft. Oh, you know what? Um, because the first two movies are so good, I'm going Terminator. I'm going Terminator. Arnold, I'll be back. Sarah Connor. Oh man, the Guns N' Roses song in the second Terminator movie. What do you think? Let us know. Which movie do you prefer? Do you prefer the Terminator films? Do you prefer the Jurassic Park films? Travis, do you have any preference?
Between the two, I'd have to say Terminator. It's just something I saw more as I was growing up. Jurassic
Mm-hmm.
Park is
Mm-hmm.
cool. It's one of the first movies I saw as a kid that was honestly a little bit scary, but into my
You
teenage
got
years,
sexy Jeff Goldblum with his shirt
sexy
open.
Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, that alone honestly puts it to a neck and neck race, but it's Arnold in his absolute heyday, his prime.
Oh
And it
yeah.
was also a part of my favorite movie going experience I've ever had in a theater. So I got to give it to Terminator.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. When you saw Terminator 2 as a kid?
No, I saw
Or
Terminator 1 for the first time in 2015. I'd just seen Terminator 2
yes.
before, and it was a throwback movie, which means it was a $5 ticket at the beginning of the day. And this was back when I was a hoodlum, so we would do movie hopping. And
Hell yeah.
we started with Terminator, went and saw San Andreas,
Oh
Jurassic
yeah, with the
World
Rock,
with The Rock,
Jurassic World.
San Andreas, Jurassic World, and then Mad Max Fury Road as sort of the
Whoa!
headline. Oh, yeah. After that, we powered through, went to Avengers Age of Ultron, which I'd already seen, but the sound was messed up, so they had to restart the movie. And then when we were done, we were given free movie ticket passes on the way out. We made money that day.
Yes! For the price of one ticket, you
For the price
saw
of a
four for the price of zero tickets. Oh, and it was only $5 to get in. Wow, I'm just doing the math in my head as I'm doing it on the fly here, Travis. Boop, 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 boop. You win.
Mentec.
Travis, you won life that day.
Yeah, I think so. Everything past that has been icing. That's it. That's the peak.
Oh, icing is better than downhill. I thought you were going to say everything past that has been downhill. All right, so
Oh,
Travis and I are both going Terminator, the Terminator franchise. Travis, love hearing about that great movie-going escapade. It's been a while since I movie hopped. I think I gotta, I think I gotta get in the Wayback Machine and do that one of these days. All right, so we got Terminator, and one more this or that. One more this or that. Potato chips or nacho chips? Potato chips or nacho chips or tortillas? Do people? Okay, here's the question. Let me ask a question here. Do people know it? Do people call tortilla chips nacho chips? Or I guess Doritos are nacho chips. Man, I just taught myself something. Okay, so tortilla chips or potato chips. Okay, so you got like basic Lay's or Ruffles, kettle chips, or tortilla chips. There you go. Yes, that is out there. That looks like a Pringle versus like a Tostito. You got the Pringle on the blue side and the Tostito on the pink side. So I love dipping potato chips in like sour cream and onion. That is some tasty stuff. Oh, but chips and salsa. Raise your hand if you're out there and you've had chips and salsa as a meal. Travis, where do you stand on this one?
I've done that.
Yes.
I've done that
Yeah. Oh,
often.
me too. Me too.
It's great.
For sure. And I will do it again.
In
I absolutely.
in any question where it comes down to something versus Mexican food,
Mm-hmm.
it's done. It's done. Before we open the gates, before the horses start running, my heart belongs to Mexican cuisine through and through every single
Bye
time.
bye potato chips. Bye bye
I
potato chips.
I love them, but they haven't done as much for me. Mexican food has saved my life.
Nice. I love that. I appreciate you taking us into that. I feel the same way about like just certain things. I feel like baseball has saved my life. uh, just being like just like my fandom when I was in my early 20s and had anxiety. I found baseball so so soothing.
That's how I got into basketball. The NBA, I'm like, wow, I can give as much to this as I want and it's never going to ask anything of me.
Travis, I love being able to talk about mental health here on your
Yeah,
pal Hal on the
that's
back
great.
channel. Travis basketball really gave him something. Me, I feel like baseball saved me. Also, we're both fans of Mexican food. But Travis, I'm gonna go the other direction. I just curved you, Travis, because potato chips, you can just like all the flavors of kettle chips, that crunch, and you can just eat, they stand alone so much better than tortilla chips. Tortilla, you need the dipping, you need the cheese. I love a fully loaded nacho. Give me a fully loaded nacho, but to the back to the essence of the question, potato chip versus tortilla chip. I'm going potato chips. Travis and I differ on that. You can let us know what you think by talking to your device. Use the word say and then say potato chips. Say
How
tortilla chips.
quick question: have you had these yet? The avocado oil kettle chips? Any of these flavors?
No,
This one in
oh,
particular,
chili lime.
it's really good.
Ooh, thank
Really
you
good.
for the tip. Um, I might have to pick that up on my next trip to the supermarket
Do you
because I
have a
love me.
favorite kettle chip?
I mean, I'm a little, I'm a simple man. I like that salt and pepper one, and then sea salt and vinegar, a classic. Oh, and then the Korean barbecue is really interesting. I really dug that. Oh yeah, here's some good flavors. Ooh, look at all these beautiful, beautiful flavors. Yum. Oh, the blue. There's a barbecue blue. There's like a blue cheese barbecue one, I think. Um, yeah.
Hmm.
Where do you stand, folks? Tortilla chips, potato chips. Let us know. Oh, Buffalo Blue. There it is. Buffalo Blue. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Travis. All right. So this was another edition of This or That. And now, before we go, it's time for our patented segment, Rejected Segments. You didn't see them. Rejected segments. We yanked them before the show. Rejected segments. They would have been trash. Rejected segments. Yeah. Okay. Here are a few segments that Travis and I thought about doing in this show. But then we were like, no, the people do not want to see this. First rejected segment that we were going to do is called Hal's Towels. Hal's Towels. So, uh, in this segment, we would have just taken my towels that I have in my bathroom, maybe in the laundry bag, and we would have checked out what state my towels were in. Are they fraying? Are they visibly dirty? Still damp from my shower this morning? You don't need to see that. That's probably TMI. It's a little weird and specific, and like no good would come from that. And you'll probably end up thinking less of me if I showed you my towels. So I'm glad we pulled the plug on Hal's towels. And truth be told, I could probably use some new towels. All right, maybe I need to buy some new towels. Stop judging me. Um, the next, the next rejected segment that we're going to do. Uh, this this one was one of Travis's. He really wanted to do this, but I'm like, people are not going to be interested, so we pulled the plug. Intramural sports recap. So Travis, come on in. Uh, as a oh, we've we've lost visual on Travis. I'm flying blind here, Travis, as they say in as they say in air uh, what war movies when someone or like a hacker or someone is like sneaking in and like their eyes and ears is like, oh, where are you? I can't see you. I'm flying blind here. Or when Lucas did they ever say that in Star Wars when Luke is trying to blow up the Death Star and he's like, give me a visual. I'm flying blind here. Okay, so anyway, uh, I guess Travis is a huge fan of collegiate intramural sports. So not actually like Division One, like college football or college basketball. So he was going to go. Um, what? So intramural flag football, and just talk about scores of random teams. Again, that would that That, as we say in the biz, that segment is not putting butts in the seats. All right. So Travis, we yanked it. No dodgeball. Sorry, we're not gonna. We're not doing. We're not doing the LA Community College dodgeball recap. Not happening. Intramural. Sorry. Travis is
Okay.
ruefully shaking his head.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, they look good. Santa Monica City College, this could be their year.
I told you we're not doing it. Now you're doing it.
I'm sorry.
Knock it off.
Sorry.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you. One more, which is, listen, apologies to anyone who is in this great and important profession because, listen, I've locked my keys in my car before. Travis, you ever lock your keys in your car?
Legitimately so many times. It's
Oh,
really embarrassing.
I am sorry for you. Yeah, I've done it. Listen, we've all done it. Some people, you lock your keys in your trunk, you get locked out of your house. You got to call a locksmith, okay? So listen, locksmiths, an important profession, a necessary profession. They'll let you in when you're out in the cold, etc. But we don't need a segment called Great Moments in Locksmith History. I mean,
I really thought this one was gonna go. I gotta be honest. I put some money into it. I
I
got a
know.
team together, and
Yep.
you were right. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, the only thing that we've put money into for the show so far was this segment, but we yanked it. It was just a little too. It's going down a specific rabbit hole that there's not going to be enough interest in. I feel the great moment. And no offense, if you're a locksmith out there, thank you for unlocking the doors. Thank you for jimmying the car open. Thank you for making my key, making a copy of a key so I can give one to my wife. Or so when people are cohabitating, or when they make that move to the next level of their relationship, copies of keys. That's important. Thank you. A hearty thank you to locksmiths, but we're not doing great moments in locksmith history. Travis, this has been our show. Your pal Hal has been on the air for just about 2 hours. It is 1 o'clock here on the West Coast, 4 o'clock on the East Coast. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out right here on the back channel. We're here 5 days a week with you from 11 to 1 on the West, 2 to 4 on the East. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I love. I'm going to be at a wedding this weekend and just seeing the knots being tied, nuptials being nuptialed. And thank you. I hope to hang out with you next week. I appreciate you. Producer Travis, thank you for being a guiding light in a world of darkness. And thanks to everybody at Backchannel and all the other hosts for making this brand new venture very exciting and so much fun to be a part of. And we'll talk to you next week. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Bye-bye now. I'm just going to keep waving.